My name is Emma Hurst. I'm an MP for the Animal Justice Party and I'm a chair of the Birth Trauma Inquiry. This report is really just the beginning. Now the real work needs to begin to protect women from birth trauma right across Australia. This is inquiry heard from thousands of women who vulnerably gave their story to us in hopes that women don't experience the same trauma that they did. The New South Wales Government and the Health Minister now have an obligation to urgently take action on areas of preventable birth trauma. This report and its recommendations go a long way in being able to achieve those goals. We need to ensure we have continuity of midwifery care. We need to make sure that we have trauma-informed care. We need to make sure that we have proper consent, and we need to review the laws around consent, and we need to address issues such as racism and discrimination that are happening already in maternity care systems. There are so many recommendations in this report which urgently require action from the New South Wales Government. Unfortunately, as the chair, I did dissent to certain parts of this report, and it wasn't a decision that was easy to make. However, I feel very, very strongly that so many women that came forward need to have their voices very clearly heard. We need to make sure that the remit of the HCCC is properly assessed so that complaints can be dealt with appropriately. We need to recognise that many forms of birth trauma are a form of gender-based violence. That was clear. It's not an opinion, that is a fact. And we need to make sure that the funding and resources are being put into the areas that we know are going to help prevent birth trauma in the most effective ways, and that includes programs such as midwifery group practice. My job now as the chair is to make sure that the government is held to account and that the recommendations from this report are implemented. This has become a global inquiry. New South Wales was the first state in the world to address this issue, and it also initiated an inquiry in the UK, and I suspect this is going to become a global conversation. This isn't something that the government can ignore. This is something that is really today actually only just beginning. We know what some of those solutions are, and we need to start fighting for them.